These whole wheat pancakes are a healthier spin on a traditional pancake, and I know you're gonna love them. I'm Justin from Cooking with Coit. I specialize in clean comfort cooking. And remember, if you love this video, make sure you hit those like and subscribe buttons. Let's get started. Let's first go over all the ingredients you need to make this recipe. Whole wheat flour, sugar, salt, egg, butter, cinnamon, baking soda, baking powder, and any milk of your choice. All right guys, so the first thing we're gonna do is add 1 cup of whole wheat flour into a large mixing bowl. Now I've made a lot of pancakes in my day. I have made oatmeal banana pancakes, regular oat flour based pancakes, sheet pan pancakes. Sheet pan pancakes are really good. If you ever need to make a large batch of pancakes, sheet pan pancakes are amazing because you literally can make a large batch at one time and put all these different toppings on it. But this is a different recipe, so let's stay on track. We're adding 1 tablespoon of sugar into the mixing bowl with the flour. There we go. Next, we're going to be adding 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. Oh, anyway, the reason why I was telling you about the pancakes is because I have done lots of different types of pancakes and I've used lots of different types of flours, including gluten-free flour mixes. One thing I will say, if you guys are planning on subbing in a gluten-free flour to this recipe, just be mindful that you don't add as much liquid. This is the one thing that I've found is the biggest difference between a gluten-free flour and a regular flour is that a regular flour is much thicker. So just be mindful of adding a little bit less of the wet ingredients if you're gonna use gluten-free flour. Next, we're gonna add a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda and 1/2 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. Oh, you know, I usually take these little plastic guys off because I just feel like they're kind of worthless. Maybe there's some things that you really want to keep it on for, like paprika, anything you're gonna like kind of lightly sprinkle, but everything else, like, honestly, these are just kind of a waste of time. Okay, 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. And lastly, for our dry ingredients, we're gonna add a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Then all you have to do next is just give this a nice mix so it's well combined. All right guys, so now we're gonna move on to our wet ingredients. First you got the dry, then we do the wet, then we combine the wet into the dry. So let's first add 1 cup of milk into a smaller mixing bowl. Now I'm using oat milk, I don't know if you noticed. I don't drink a lot of regular dairy milk in our house, but I'm not opposed to it, just something we don't really do a whole lot of. But you can use any kind of milk that you want in this recipe, almond milk, oat milk, regular milk, hemp milk, what other kinds of milk? Rice milk, that's a thing.
Lactose-free.
Lactose-free milk. Thank you, Aman. And I think that's all of them, but anyway, 1 cup. Next, we're gonna add 1 egg. And we are going to add 2 tablespoons of melted butter. My recipe calls for 3 tablespoons divided, so 2 tablespoons for the internal mixture and then 1 tablespoon when we start to cook the pancakes. So 2 for now. And then let's just give this a quick mix. All right guys, so now we're gonna combine our wet ingredients that we just mixed together with our dry ingredients from earlier. And now we just wanna mix everything until it's fairly well combined. But here's a really important note that I want you guys to know. You don't wanna overmix pancake batter. And the reason for that is that you really wanna make sure that there are still some like chunky bits of flour in there. And what that's gonna do is it's gonna help the pancakes rise. If you overly blend it, it will make the pancakes kind of chewy and tough, which is not what we want. We want light, fluffy pancakes. So don't be afraid to leave the mixture a little bit like it's got like little chunks of flour still in it. So all I'm gonna do is mix until I don't see any of the dry ingredients anymore. There we go. That's all we need to do. It was only like 10 seconds of mixing. And here is what the pancake batter should look like right now. All right guys, now we are going to cook these pancakes. Let's first start by adding 1 tablespoon of butter into your pan. I wanna get this butter moving around the pan, kind of evenly coated all around the bottom. We definitely don't want any of these pancakes to stick. And the butter also just provides an excellent, like beautiful browning on these pancakes that you really just have to have. You could use ghee though. I know a lot of healthy people that love ghee, that don't use a whole lot of butter. I don't really know exactly why ghee is better for you. I probably should look that up. But if you guys know, please let me know in the comments below. Why is ghee healthier for you than butter? Okay, pan is ready. So I am gonna be using my trusty ladle. I like a ladle. It's kind of oddly like one thing in my cooking life that I like to be precise about. If you guys have seen my other videos, you know I am not like a precise baker or, at-home cook at all, but for some reason I really like to be precise with my pancakes. So I am taking 1 ladle's worth of this pancake mixture, dropping it right into the pan. And this is probably a 14-inch pan, I would say. And so I usually can get about 4 pancakes that are about 4 inches in diameter. I don't like to crowd the pancakes into the pan too much, mostly just because it makes them harder to flip. You know, you just don't have the room to like do a good flip. And now we're gonna let these pancakes cook for about 2 minutes, and then we're gonna do a flip. All right, guys, so they've been cooking on this first side for 2 minutes, and what you're gonna notice, if you come down here, you're gonna start to see a little tiny pockets of air, little air bubbles that are rising to the top. You can see it really well right here. That means that they are very close and pretty much ready to be flipped. So I usually just take a little peek. Let me see here, I take a little peek on the underside. Yes, they look really good. So I'm just gonna give it a flip, and beautiful. So I'm seeing some air bubbles here. Let's give this one a flip. This one needs a flip here too. This one's a little bit slower. I'm gonna give this one another 20 seconds before I give it a flip. All right, guys, I'm gonna let these pancakes cook for another 1.5 to 2 minutes, or just until they've browned nicely. All right, guys, I wanna show you how I garnish these pancakes. First, I start with a little bit of berries. I'm gonna use strawberries and blueberries here. Just let them sit right on the top. Of course, all the blueberries are falling off. Next, I'm gonna add a little bit of my favorite maple syrup. You can also use honey, that goes equally well on these pancakes. And lastly, and this is very fancy, I am going to sprinkle a little powdered sugar on top. And there we go. These whole wheat pancakes look so incredibly beautiful and delicious. I cannot wait to give them a try. But before I do, if you love this recipe and you wanna see more just like it, check out my breakfast recipes playlist. Okay, let's give these a try. These whole wheat pancakes are definitely the healthier version of a traditional pancake, but are super fluffy and very delicious, and you taste the perfect amount of cinnamon. Guys, I hope you'll give these a try. I'll see you in the next video.